We've been given the VIP treatment at one of the most famous football clubs in the world, Wrexham AFC. We've travelled 4 hours across the country to watch the team owned by Hollywood megastars Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds. We've also got an exclusive stadium tour with a current Wrexham player.
Welcome to the race course ground for tonight's game, Wrexham versus Newcastle under-21s in the EFL Trophy. Kick-off is about 6 hours away, so we've got a bit of time to kill, so we're going to head off to the famous pub known as the Turf.
On our way round to the pub, we saw the site where the new 5,500-seater stand is going to be built. And judging from these images, it's going to be top class. The new COP stand will increase the club's capacity to 16,000 and is set to be completed for the 2024-25 season.
So here we are then outside the famous Turf pub, where Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney are frequent visitors. Let's go and grab a quick drink because it's absolutely roasting in Wales.
This pub is decorated with Wrexham and movie memorabilia throughout, and there's a real sense of pride for their football club. There's also a decent outdoor space which is perfect for a pre-match pint or a business Zoom call if needed.
What a gaff that is. Right, let's go check out the stadium.
We didn't even get that far because Scott wanted to try one of the local burgers.
We just want to know what's the best thing about the Wrexham burgers.
Yeah, the people that cook them.
And what's the most popular thing on the menu?
Burger.
What do you think makes a good burger?
Definitely the onions.
Yeah. What's your review on the burger I've just purchased?
Oh, absolutely amazing. The best burgers around.
After smothering his quarter pounder with ketchup, it was time for the verdict.
She's not wrong.
Before this tour kicked off, we had to check out the club shop, which was very swanky. Plenty of merch available, but most importantly, it was air-conditioned. We headed through the players' entrance with our AAA wristbands to meet our tour guide, goalkeeper Mark Howard, who signed for the club last year and played a key role in the title-winning season, making 33 appearances.
John, thanks for inviting us down, mate, and being our stadium tour guide. There is a game tonight, Newcastle under-21s. At what time do you normally arrive?
Get here normally an hour and a half before kick-off, so lads generally have their pre-match at home and then they'll make their way here, and you normally get met by a really good reception as well, to be fair. Get a lot of autographs before. It's changed quite a lot.
When we came through the players' entrance, chucker right, home team dressing room. It's very nice.
It's not too bad. Apologies about the smell of football boots in there.
What's the atmosphere like before a game?
Yeah, really good. Normally Ben Tozer's in control of all the music and stuff, and normally gets us going. Lads just generally sit in there, chill out, have a coffee and get ready.
What time does it get serious in the changing room?
I would say an hour before kick-off. Everyone's really getting their kit on, ready to warm up. Lads generally go out with about 40 minutes before kick-off. A dressing room's probably one of the biggest key components of having a good team spirit. Like we haven't really got a lot of other places to hang out, so we'll play cricket in there, we play a lot of games in there. There's a lot of like different stuff that goes on, but yeah, it's all good fun in there.
I did notice one place where you could hang out. You took us straight up the stairs and into a brand spanking new gymnasium. That wasn't there before, was it?
No, last season we didn't have that. We didn't have that luxury, but yeah, it's been really good this year. It's a lot better for the club that we're not going off-site, going to a gym, coming back. It's not as much to and fro-in. So the fitness staff and the physio staff that we have are unbelievable.
They were in there working out when we arrived.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how serious they're taking it. Yeah, they use the equipment as much as us. It's a class bit of equipment for us.
And who's the beast in the gym? Who's bench pressing the most?
Sam Dolby's hamstrings are the strongest thing known to man. There's a few lads like to throw it about a bit, but yeah James McLean is in there 24/7. Honestly, he's the first one in and the last one to leave. And even after games, he'll go in there and do a boxing session or get on the treadmill after a game. And he's like that fit. He's that it's mental. We look at it and we're like, wow, that's the levels. But yeah, it's fair play.
Then when we come down the stairs into the tunnel, you've got the Flames, you've got the Welsh Dragon. Does that intimidate people?
We've got used to it. Last year, obviously, we went the whole season unbeaten at home. So like, we really use it as a tactic of like, this is our venue, this is our home. You're not coming here to do anything or beat us. So we had a lot of games last year that were tough battles, and we always came through them. So this year, we're trying to turn it back into that fortress that we had last year.
You say you want to make it your fortress, your battle, you don't want to help the opponent out, but the away changing rooms, they're really nice.
Obviously, football's changed. I think there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that has to be taken place. The dark arts, as it used to be, you can't really use them as much anymore. You can't turn the showers cold, and you can't not have any heating on anymore. I think players are used to that luxurious lifestyle now. So yeah, football's changed a little bit, but we don't really care what the opposition do. It's all about us on a match day.
And when you walk out of that tunnel, 5-3, what's going through your head?
Win. Just as soon as you cross that line, it's like a switch goes off in your head. You forget all of the troubles that are going on around you, and you just want to go out there and win. Don't matter if you play well either. Just as long as you come away with 3 points or getting through in the next round of a cup. That's all we ever think about.
And how much has the stadium improved? Because looking over it now, that pitch looks incredible.
Yeah, obviously the pitch has been amazing. Last year, National League pitches weren't up to the same standard as ours, and fair play to the groundsman for getting it in such good condition. It would be nice if we played on pitches as good as this every week, to be fair.
The dugout is over there as well. Obviously, if you've ever been a substitute, what do you guys talk about on the bench?
Generally, it is about the game. If it's something controversial, the old cheat mode comes up. Normally I sit there and just enjoy a game of football because it's the same perspective. I get to see a whole pitch no matter what.
Yeah.
So whether I'm behind a team or at the side, it's like a manager's view. You get to see everything. So probably my tactical input compared to the outfield players is totally different because I'll see the game differently.
Yeah.
Being a goalkeeper when you're sat on the bench, any time a goalie does something, you're the first person they turn to. And you're like, please don't ask me, please don't ask me. Should he have done better?
And when you are on that pitch, what's the atmosphere like? You pointed out this stand over here is the noisiest.
We've been privileged that we've had 10,000 fans at every home game since I've been here. Last year they got us through some tough times, some tough games. But yeah, the fans generally are amazing. They really do get behind the team and they expect us to perform, which is pressure in itself, but it's also amazing because we respond to that.
And we're underneath the owner's box. How's it been for you as a player to have these guys come in?
I've never had owners like it. In 19 years of being a professional, I've never ever had this interaction with an owner before. Everything you do, whether it's your personal life, they want to know and want to help you. As people, they're generally amazing people and so personable, but in terms of owners, they only want the best for the football team and whatever goes on the football pitch. So if they can help in any way, if they've been there, they've done it all now, and the passion that they both have. Rob's passion for football and sport in general is incredible, and Ryan's business acumen, as well as his love for Wrexham now, is just amazing. So as players, we're privileged. We're the lucky ones that we actually have these relationships with these megastars.
And there is a game tonight. I know you're not playing, but you've got a session at 4 p.m. Talk to me about that.
The lads that aren't involved are doing a training session either before or after, and I was lucky enough to get the option. And as a 36-year-old, nearly 37-year-old, I wanted to do it before.
Quality. Chomp, thank you so much for the stadium tour. What a man, what a guy.
As Chomp finished off his session, we continued our tour around the third oldest professional football club stadium. The sprinklers were in full swing today. However, we were a bit early for the bar to be open, but thought we'd check out the forecourt anyway. As tempting as it would be to run on that pitch, please remember, it is a criminal offence. Meanwhile, mascot Rex the Dragon was drying out his outfit for the evening, and again, the sprinklers were back on. Quick shout out to the ground staff, by the way, because that pitch is absolutely beautiful. Back inside, we couldn't help but take a closer look at this wonderful crest. Then we made our way to the VIP entry.
Welcome inside the Centenary Club, courtesy of our friend Mark Howard. We've got our player guest tickets that gets us into the stadium. Lovely little bit of grub as well. We've got the chicken goujons, we've got the fries, and we've got some salt pepper wedges. Lovely pint of orange and lemonade. Doesn't get much better than this.
This dining area is actually where the players have their breakfast ahead of training, and the Centenary area is where the Wrexham players and staff partied after winning the league. Mark joined us for a quick pre-match chat before we headed back into the stadium to take our seats. We had a look at both teams warming up and then realised we were actually in the press and media area. How fancy. We captured some more of the warm-up as the stadium filled up, then both teams headed down the tunnel. Of course, the sprinklers came on again, and the ground staff continued to work their magic.
What do you make of the access?
We are living the dream.
The half-time score was 1-0 to Wrexham, and during the break, we used our AAA wristbands to get access to a very famous spot in the ground.
No GoPro in the goal tonight, but that is the goal where Ben Foster made that last-minute penalty save against Notts County. The whole thing went viral. It was a massive, massive save. Only one goal in there tonight. Hopefully we'll have more luck at the other end.
Mark wasn't joking, the players get asked for selfies all the time. We weren't quite sure what game these lads were playing, but the final score was 1-0 to Wrexham. We rounded off our VIP day by seeing a very important player, Paul Mullin.